So if you have given CUT PG this year and you want to have given in the subject of computer science and you want to get into Masters of Operational Research, this is the cutoff analysis of this year as well as last year's marks. And what I have noticed is the change of the cutoff is very drastic. It is around 30 marks, which means the interest in the field of data analytics, data science, and operational research have surged drastically for the past 1 to 2 years. If you see carefully, the Department of Operation Research and the Department of Operation Research South Campus and the other four or three or four other colleges in the North Campus only offer this course. But you have to understand that all of the students will have same faculty and the classes will happen together itself. So whatever you get is just subjective thing. So you should just put your preference list in order of whatever you want, but at the end of the day everyone is going to get similar treatment. So let's start with what is the minimum and the maximum score, or what is the minimum score you can get into this program. So for the minimum score we could go to the South Campus cutoffs, because South Campus gets the minimum score every year because nobody wants South Campus somehow. So if you see for South Campus, the general rank that round 1 started at was 175. So your target score should definitely be above 170, because in concurrent round only 3 or 4 marks is going to be dipped. So for the South Campus for general it started at 175, and for OBC for South Campus it was 142. For C1 means outside Delhi. C2 students can see their rank accordingly. So C1 student OBC got 140 marks you have got in the program, and for general it's 175. So for for safe score this year it's around one, for safe score it's around 130 140. If you get score, there is a very slight chance you will get into the South Campus, and it is when very slight chance, because you never know when cutoff going to increase in spot round or anything. For other colleges like Hansraj College, Department of Research in North Campus, Indraprasth College Women, the cutoffs are like similar 149, 150, 159, EWS and OBC. But for general students, it's generally high. It's 175 for South Campus in round 1. And Hindu College, Ramjas College, all these colleges will provide, just the administrative purpose. All these different colleges and departments are there just for administrative purpose, but mostly all of the students will get the same faculty and same placement, same treatment. You won't be visiting your college, very rarely you will be visiting your college. Okay, now these scores you see 175, 180. So, for just to get into a program, just score just above 170 is round 1 cutoff, you can say. For round 2, if you look at the cutoff, okay, for round 2, if you look at the cutoff, the colleges in the South Campus for OBC it was 139 and for general it's for 173. So the dip in the marks is very low. Only 2 or 3 marks dipped in the OBC and only 2 marks dipped in the general for the South Campus. So what I'm telling in coming rounds, you have to score above 170 to even get into this college, because even if you get South Campus, Kishorimal, rest of the colleges, the Hansraj College, Hindu College, Kishorimal College have they're very high cutoff. See, 194, 191, 184. So you will be sitting with these students only. But if you get South Campus, you will be having your interaction with these students as well. So don't worry. Just try to, I'm telling you the minimum cutoff. For South Campus, the minimum cutoff was 173 for general. And for OBC, it was 140 marks. Okay. And for rest of the colleges, it was slightly high. For Ramjas, it was 153 for OBC, and for general, it was 175. And for women college actually gives you low marks. For general it was 175, and for OBC it was 137. And Hansraj and Hindu will definitely go high cutoffs. And what about Department of Operations is North Campus? So here is the operation. This is North Campus. Here you will get into you will get low marks and you will get into a department. And I will suggest, other than you want a Hindu or Hansraj, it's on you. Most student will put Department of Operations Research North Campus in the first preference. So OBC it was 155 in round 2 and general it was 175. So you see 175, it is not dipping very much for the department also. And coming to the round 3, all the seats were filled. So only South Campus and some seats of OBC in the Indraprasth College was left. And in the third round, suddenly the cutoff has increased. So you have to understand, for OBC student, you definitely have to be above 150 marks, and for general students, you definitely have to be above 170 marks, and you can't you can't rely back and be like, I will go for spot entry, I will go for mid entry, I have time. No, no, no. Try for round 1 and round 2 because cutoff is low. You don't know in the mid entry cutoff will increase. So only the South campus seats were remaining. We don't know what will happen in the subsequent rounds because JNU have not released their cutoff. That's why students are not leaving their seats, I guess. So for general, it went 181 suddenly. South campus, which was 170 something, and it went to 181. And for OBC, which score was dipped to 139, it has went up to 157. So the scores have increased suddenly. So you can see this year cutoff right now. Now the about the spot round and other cutoff, the scores is going to lie around this scores only, 157, 125. Okay, around round 3 cutoffs only it is going to be lying around 1-2 marks आगे पीछे हो जाएगा. Now let's see the last year's cutoff. So last year for the same program, last year for 2024 or 2025 and 2026 session, the cutoff were very different. So the cutoff for Hansraj College itself started at 156 for OBC, and for general it was 122. Sorry, not for general it was 176 Hansraj College. So you can see 176 and 156. This is the cutoff for round 3 this year, and this was and also this is the cutoff for round 3 for South Campus. But Hansraj College gave you admission last year on the same marks. And if you go to the minimum marks, we can Department of Operation Research give you at 138 for the OBC and 167 for general, and South Campus, which went to like 112. This year it is like 170. The surge in the marks is like so much drastic that you can understand that coming years 2026, 2027, the demand for this course is only going to increase. And the cutoff for general, general was 145 for the South Campus. And round 2, the same trend can be seen in round 2. Round 2, the Department of Operation Research gave general student at 159 and OBC student at 100 marks. Okay, and for round subsequent are spot round and all. Now let's see the what was the minimum score for the spot round, because every year students leave. So for spot round, OBC 131. Okay, and you saw Department of South Campus got EWS at 97, some SC at 74, OBC at 86 marks. South Campus you're getting at 86 last year, but this year it is definitely going to be above 150 marks. 150, 130, 130 is actually rare. 134 for general it was last year, but this year, as you can see the trend, the marks have not only not dipped but actually increased in subsequent round. So for if you want admission, if you are OBC, definitely target above 150. I would say target 160 marks. You have to get 160 marks in the computer science paper if you want next year to get into this program. And for general student, please, 170, 180 is the like, even the problematic score is 170. You don't know if you're getting in for 170 because there is no 170. There is only 174, 175. So your target should be 180 marks for general student. And if you want PDF of all these, all this round 1, round 2, round 3, you can visit the official site itself, or I will attach all the links for the last year, for the this year, as well as in the comment section. So thank you. I hope you actually get admission into this program. And yeah.